All right, all right. Welcome back to my channel. Glad to see you. Glad you could be here. Glad you could join me. Let me turn this alarm off. Yes. So my other phone is set for the alarm is set, so it just keeps coming on. It keeps coming on, but it's all good. Yes. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to see you. Glad you could join me. So glad you can join me. Glad you could be here. So thanks for coming. What? Welcome, 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 welcome to my global subscribers, followers. Welcome to my international, domestic followers, subscribers. So but it's all good. Yes. So happy Halloween, y'all. Ow! Happy Halloween, October 31st, 2023. So we are moving into 2024. So we are moving into 2024. So if you have any hopes and dreams, aspirations, goals, keep those in your memory. Keep moving forward towards your goals, your dreams, your hopes, whatever you have, whatever you aspire to do. So do it and don't let nobody tell you that you can't do nothing. Yes. So welcome everyone. So today I want to get into this blockchain technology. Yes, I want to get into this blockchain technology tool, I guess I would say, that businesses are using to stay relevant, to stay competitive. So, excuse me, to stay, like I say, relevant, to stay competitive. You want to always keep up with the competitors, keep up with the trends in the market. You want to see what, do your, marketing research. So when you're starting a business or you're already running a business, you always want to do your marketing research. What? You want to see what other companies are doing. So what is this company doing over here? What is that company doing over there? I mean, check out your international companies. Check out your global companies, because they sure are checking you out. Make sure you are searchable on Google. Make sure you are searchable and everything, search, when people search for your business. So make sure you are searchable. Make sure you are staying relevant. Make sure your business is being presented in a outstanding fashion, I guess I would say. Search engine optimization when it comes to Google, when it comes to YouTube, when it comes to various businesses. Excuse me. When it comes to various businesses that you can use for research, definitely Google. And so other companies, so Google, like I said, YouTube, Google. So there may be other companies out there that you can, use to search other businesses. So in other words, I could be running a business, or I could just be a person that's, considered part of a certain brand's target market. So I'm searching, on Google, I'm searching on YouTube. I want to see what these companies are doing. I want to see how they have their business set up, how their products are, looking to me. I want to make sure their products are and their services are favorable to me. So being searchable, not only just being searchable on Google and YouTube. I mean, what kind of presence do you have? I mean, so sometimes you have to hire an expert to help you with your search engine optimization tools, features, benefits for your customers, for your target market. So I did do a video on search engine optimization. So, but now this video is going to be on the blockchain technology. But so, like I say, companies must see fit, must find ways to stay relevant, stay important, stay memorable in your target market's mind. So we are not artificial intelligent machines that have to be trained to mimic uh, a human. We are the humans. So they're trying to train these artificial intelligent machines. I mean, they're not trying, they probably already are. Training these artificial intelligent machines to mimic humans. But they don't have the senses that humans have. We have natural senses. We can hear, we can see, we can touch, we can feel. So we have natural God given senses in our bodies. But so artificial intelligence, so I want to get more into that too. I'll probably talk a little bit about that too on this video. Artificial intelligence, these artificial intelligent machines being trained, being taught to mimic humans, being taught to mimic the brains of the humans. So we all are humans, what? So let me get into this blockchain technology because I want to talk about the blockchain technology the businesses are using. You're staying relevant. You're thinking about securing all your information on your network in your business. Information is power. Power is information. Yeah. So one of my majors there at Strayer University was information system. So my teacher told us, one of my courses, I think it was one of my technology courses. I don't know if it was technology, because I know I did take a few technology courses, some business courses, accounting courses, business law, different courses. But my teacher did tell us, he told the whole class. So it's always in my mind, it's in my memory. So that's my brain. So, when it comes to the human brain, when you tell us something or we see something, we see a movie, we see some words, we see whatever we see is going to be etched in our memory, unless we have some type of other issues going on that. But other than that, the brain is naturally going to memorize everything that you put in. Everything you put in your brain, I guess we'll call it input. We're going to be able to get some type of output from our brain. So I want to talk a little bit about the blockchain technology, artificial intelligence, predictive analytics, and a little bit about cloud computing. Let me move on because it's 8 minutes already. Let's get into it. So let's get into it. Let me get into it, y'all. Yeah, let's go. So, a blockchain. A blockchain is a distributed database that maintains a continuously growing list of ordered records called blocks. So it is a distributed database. So in other words, the blockchain is a chain of information. A chain of information that definitely have to be secured. Security is one of the main issues that this blockchain technology tool, I guess I would say, security is one of the main reasons that companies look to this blockchain database, this blockchain technology tool to keep them relevant. Keep them relevant, stay competitive, because when it comes to information, information is powerful. Information is knowledge, knowledge comes from information. So I want to say it like that. What? Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Come on in, international followers, subscribers. Come on in, global followers, subscribers, or you just want to come in and like the video. So give me some information. I like to see what other people think about these terms, these tools, these technology tools that businesses use. I would love to hear and see what other people, I want to see your thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts, on these technology tools that businesses use to stay relevant, stay competitive, protecting their information, protecting their databases. So a blockchain is a distributed database. It maintains a continuously growing list of ordered records called blocks. So when people make transactions like on PayPal, these transactions, we want our transactions to be safe and secure. We don't want hackers to get in and infiltrate the systems, these company systems, networks rather, networks. We don't want hackers to get in, but it happens because they always manage to get in. If your system is not foolproof, not secure, you have to have different, maybe firewalls or, encryption methods and different things. So I'm not the network person, but I did take a network course down Strayer University. So my theory is learning is a never-ending process. So I just signed up over to Coursera, I think it's called Coursera. And I don't know how they pronounce it, but they have free courses over there. They have artificial intelligence courses, law classes. I just signed up for 4 classes. So I want to go over there next when I leave YouTube. I'm going over to Coursera and work on my classes, do some readings. That way I have more information, more knowledge to bring to my YouTube channel. So besides my degree down Strayer University, I have a degree in business administration, a bachelor's in business administration, and my master's is in information systems. Yes. So my teacher in my information systems course, one of my courses, he said, y'all, you always keep up with technology, the new trending technology, tools, devices in the market, on the market. Always do that, because if you are into, if your major is computer information systems, my major was information systems. So basically, it's not basic, but we use so in that major, information systems, it's like you're setting up different systems, different ways of bringing that information into the organization, into your business, into your company, into your brand. You're trying to build that brand. You're trying to build a strong, dependable, reliable brand, a brand that customers trust, a brand that offers value. So I do a lot of talking. I do a lot of talking about it, but the truth of the matter is, once you're working in those fields, I assume, you really see it. You're gaining that book knowledge. That's a start. It's like creating that foundation, because you could run your own company one day. You might not end up working. We don't know what God has planned for us. You might not work in a large corporation, LLC, a limited liability company. You might not work there. You might run your own business, or you may, it depends on what you want. Once you finish your college degree, But so I was talking about the blockchain technology. So it's one of the main reasons I assume companies are, implementing this blockchain technology tool in their business is security. Security is the main focus that businesses look at. So in other words, it's a focus that they look at as far as keeping their information secure. You having all this information from these transactions on this blockchain tool of events. These transactions are immutable. So, you definitely want to make sure your information is safe and secure. You have your customers' information, you have your employees' information within your business. But let me continue on. Each block contains a cryptographic hash of the previous block, a timestamp, and transaction data. So in other words, you have a company running a company that you're selling things like Amazon. Let's say we have Amazon. We have what other companies we have? I know I deal with a company called Wish.com. We have Kohl's, we have Walmart, we have Kmart, different companies, whatever company. You have the Nike brand, you have the Adidas brand, you have K-Swiss. You have so many different brands, just so many. I can't even, sometimes, your brain can't even think. Uh, sometimes on the spur of the moment, you can't really think, but sometimes that's why I do take notes and write things down. But there are so many brands. There are trillions of brands, billions of brands in the world. So, I mean, in other words, somebody, say for instance, you go to Amazon and they're putting it, you order something. So there's a time stamp on their order that creates transaction data. So when you order something, that creates a transaction. You order something, you pay for it with your credit card. That creates transaction data. So it's stored in a block. And then the next transaction, so it says each block contains a cryptographic hash of the previous block. So the next transaction will be connected to the previous transaction. And you're creating those blocks of data, blocks of information. So definitely when you have information all in this blockchain, you definitely want to make sure that it's safe and secure, free from hackers. Hackers always manage to get in and infiltrate a lot of these systems. So I know I got a letter one time from one of my credit card companies. Yeah, and they said, well, it's been. We're sorry to tell you, but your information has been compromised. So that means the hackers got in. So we don't know exactly what type of information that they have gotten a hold of, but they may have gotten a hold of your name, your address, and your phone number, something like that, some things of that nature, But so that's how they go. Let's continue with this blockchain. Yeah, a blockchain is a decentralized, distributed, and public ledger. So in other words, ledgers, they're talking about ledgers, they're talking about you're dealing with the transaction, somebody make a transaction, ledgers mean keeping some form of keeping an account, like in accounting, we're dealing with the ledgers, we're dealing with keeping the books, you know, dealing with keeping a track of your books. Keeping a track of your books with your debits and your credits and your revenues and expenses, your things and your money in your cash account, cash account, supplies account, different accounts. I took a little accounting down Strayer University as well. What? Yes. So I'm proud of my education that I got down to Strayer University. So, I just get on this YouTube. I just get on here and I have me a good time. So I love the StreamYard. I love it. So to me, it gives all of us an opportunity. It gives you an opportunity to create your own space. Put forward your creativity. Your creativity. I had somebody come to my channel one time a while back, one of my YouTube channels. They were like, you know what? You need to go look at other people's channels and see what they're doing. I mean, that's what businesses do. That's called benchmarking. So benchmarking, marketing research. You do want to go see what other companies are doing. Two, you want to see what other companies are doing to stay competitive. You want to do something better than your competitors. You want to do something better. It don't necessarily have to mean better. It don't have to be better. It could be the same thing that they're doing, but you want to put your swing on it. You don't want to copy no one else's company, ideas. You don't want to copy nobody else's ideas. And so you have your own idea and for how you want to lay your business out. But so somebody came to my page and said that, well, you need to look at other people's channels to see what they are doing. I said, yeah. But when I clap back, I said, well, that may be so, but I want to put my own swing on things. So I promote my channel how I promote my channel. You promote your channel how you promote your channel. And that is your business. What? Yes. So, that's how it goes. So I do want to do some interviews on my channel because my niche is business, brands, business, everything business, everything business. No gossip on the channel. I want people to come to my channel and learn something. I want you to learn something. I want to empower you. I want to inspire you to maybe go to college and get your degree. Maybe start your YouTube channel. Maybe start your brand. So these YouTube channels, we are considered brands as well. So that's why we name our channels. We give our channels a certain name. So according to my research, they say when you get to 1,000 subscribers, that's when you ought to think about getting your business license. That is when you ought to think about making sure you have a unique business name. So I have a long what? I have a long way to go. Let me hurry up because I'm at 20 minutes and 54 seconds. So let's get into this blockchain technology tool that businesses are using. A blockchain is a decentralized, distributed, and public digital ledger. So it's a digital ledger. So if they saying it's a digital ledger, then it's online. So computers deal with digital. That is the computer. It's computerized. It's digital. It says a blockchain is a decentralized, distributed, and public digital ledger that is used to record transactions across many computers so that the record cannot be altered, right? It's immutable. It can't be altered retroactively without the alteration of all subsequent blocks and the consensus of the network. What? Yeah. Oh, blockchain. Yeah. This is so exciting. I love it. I love it. Blockchain. So let me see. I don't want to skip nothing. Let me see what they're saying. It says, where it says, as explained by Wikipedia, blockchain was invented by Satoshi Nakamoto. Nakamoto. The pseudonym of an unknown persons in 2008 to serve as the public transaction ledger of the cryptocurrency Bitcoin, which made it the first digital currency to solve the double spending problem without the need of a trusted authority or central server. So this blockchain technology is based on being decentralized. It's a decentralized database. It's a database decentralized that records transactions in blocks and chains. While blockchain is still largely confined to use in recording and storing transactions. What? For cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, proponents of blockchain technology are developing and testing other uses for blockchain, including these. Blockchain for payment processing and money transfer. What? Yeah, so the money transfer tools like Western Union, and we also have World Remit. So it says blockchain for payment processing, money transfers, transactions processed over a blockchain could be settled within a matter of seconds and reduce or eliminate banking transfer fees. So it's good, making payments over this blockchain tool, I guess. It's a tool. It's a tool that you can use, businesses use. Blockchain for monitoring of supply chains. So the blockchain is very well, it is definitely a trending, I guess you could still call it a technology tool. So blockchain for monitoring of supply chains, like I said, blockchain for payment processing, money transfers, blockchain for digital IDs, blockchain for data sharing, blockchain for copyright and royalties protection. So blockchain for monitoring the supply. Using blockchain, businesses could pinpoint inefficiencies within their supply chains quickly. So it is a lot. I mean, I guess I would say there are a lot of benefits to using this blockchain technology tool. As So in other words, businesses can pinpoint when they're using this blockchain, information, data on this chain of events, these transactions. They all following this chain on the blockchain. Uh, and the transactions are immutable. It says using the blockchain, businesses can pinpoint inefficiencies. They can pinpoint them right away. They probably can pinpoint them so quick that they see these blockchain things, this blockchain tool, I guess, for the business as a good benefit to the company. When they're using the blockchain, and it says they can pinpoint these inefficiencies as well as locate items in real time and see how products perform from a quality control perspective as they travel from manufacturers to retailers. Blockchain for digital IDs. Microsoft is experimenting with blockchain technology to help people control their digital identities while also giving users control over who accesses their data, right? Giving them control over who accesses their data. But we have the Apple, uh, what's that? Well, they do have the voice recognition, and then they have the face recognition on the Apple phones that you have. So dealing with the IDs as well, looking at your picture, making sure that they scan your picture once you set it up. So if that face is not recognizable to those artificial intelligent machines, then you would not be able to get into that phone. It says Microsoft is experimenting with blockchain technology to help people control their digital identities. Then we had a blockchain for data sharing. Blockchain could act as an intermediary to securely store and move enterprise data among industries. Then we had a blockchain for copyright and royalties protection. Blockchain for the Internet of Things network management. Then we have blockchain for healthcare. So blockchain for data sharing. Blockchain could act as an intermediary to securely store and move enterprise data among industries. Blockchain could be used to create a decentralized database that ensures artists maintain their music rights and provides transparent and real-time royalty distributions to musicians. So that's a good benefit. Blockchain could also do the same for open source developers. And blockchain for the Internet of Things. So that probably would be another topic that I need to talk about on one of my videos. Blockchain for Internet of Things, network management. Blockchain could become a regulator of Internet of Things networks to identify devices connected to a wireless network, monitor the activity of those devices, and determine how trustworthy those devices are, and to automatically assess the trustworthiness of new devices being added to the network, such as cars and smartphones. So that's good. So Internet of Things, anything internet related will be considered Internet of Things. So blockchain could become a regulator. So blockchains now they want that would be coming. That's I guess a future aspiration for the blockchain to regulate these the Internet of Things network. The network. So to identify devices connected to a wireless network, monitor the activity of those devices. So this blockchain a lot of companies will be using this blockchain technology. Then we had a blockchain for healthcare. Blockchain could also play an important role in healthcare. Healthcare payers and providers are using blockchain to manage clinical trials data and electronic medical records while maintaining regulatory compliance. So it says, what are the business benefits of this blockchain technology? What? Yes, welcome everyone. I mean, I don't see nobody, but I don't see I don't see nobody. Why am I not seeing? I want to be able to interact with I want people to be able to, comment on, the topics that I am talking about, so you may, give me information that I don't know about. I mean, I want to learn from you, and I want you to learn from me. So let's keep this thing moving. So yeah, the primary benefit of blockchain is as a database for recording transactions. So that's a good understanding. That's what I wanted to do this video. I wanted to get a clearer understanding of this blockchain technology tool. So the primary benefit is as a database. So in other words, think of a database. Database is loaded with information with data. A database is loaded with data. Data then turns into information. Once you sort through it in your business, you have a lot of information. Sometimes we have loads of information, and it might not even relate to the topic that we are trying to present to who in our job market, or in our on our job site, or in class, or wherever. But so this blockchain, the primary benefit of the blockchain is a database for recording transactions. So it's a database. So it's not only a benefit, it's what it is. It said the primary benefit of blockchain. So I guess the blockchain is like a technology tool. It says the primary benefit of blockchain is as a database. So I guess it's acting as a database. It's gathering a lot of data on this blockchain. That definitely has to be secure and safe. We don't want hackers to get in this information. A database for recording. So I'm writing this down. Information. So that is the primary. So that's the primary benefit of blockchain. It's a database for recording transactions, but its benefits extend far beyond those of a traditional database, of course. Most notably, it removes the possibility of tampering by a malicious actor, as well as providing these business benefits. So it's made to be tamper resistant. They're saying that, in the past, hackers have infiltrated a lot of systems, a lot of computer systems, a lot of networks, company networks. A lot of hackers, sometimes hackers get in, but they're saying that this blockchain technology tool, it removes the possibility of tampering by malicious actor. So that, malicious hackers getting in and infiltrating these systems, these networks, these company networks. These companies, some of these companies have their vital, important information. They have customers' information, stockholders, shareholders, employees' information, managers' information, all sorts of information on their, on the networks, in their company, their brand. Their brand is nothing but information, because we have to, when we're running businesses, we have to have information. We will have information coming in some type of way. Like my major was information systems, Strayer University, so the information has to be protected. So they want ways, businesses are always doing research, to find ways to protect their information. Their customers' information, their employees' information, their shareholders' information, stockholders' information, their suppliers' information, all kinds of information. Depending on what type of business you are running, it will determine the type of information you are collecting. So, it would depend on that. And so what are the business benefits of a blockchain? So they're saying that the blockchain is first of all, it's a database for recording transactions. You have Like I said, you have a company like Amazon, you have a company like PayPal. Those transactions are recorded. They are recorded, and they're recorded by using this blockchain. It's like a chain of events, a chain of each transaction. Time savings. Blockchain blockchain slashes transaction times from days to minutes. Transaction settlement is faster because it doesn't require verification by a central authority. Right, because it's decentralized, so they don't have to have a central authority. Cost savings, so time savings, cost savings, tighter security. So that's what I was saying. One of the main reasons for this blockchain is security. Companies want to secure their information. Definitely, they have fraud, they have cybercrime, they have theft, they have hackers that getting in that tries to get in to infiltrate these systems. So cost savings, transactions need less oversight. Participants can exchange items of value directly. Blockchain eliminates duplication of effort because participants have access to a shared ledger. So participants, they have access to a shared ledger. That means, I guess those are the managers, the owners of a company, or the employees. They have access to a shared ledger. So that means it won't be no outsiders. No outsiders will be able to access the blockchain. It says a tighter security. Blockchain security features protect against tampering, fraud, and cybercrime. Blockchain explained, as described in Blockchain for Dummies. So they have a book. They always have a book like that. I know I have a book called Internet for Dummies. So they have this book called Blockchain for Dummies. Blockchain owes its name to the way it stores transaction data in blocks linked together to form a chain. So in other words, it stores. In other words, customers are making transactions. It stores all the data and all these transactions. It store these transactions and this data, in blocks, and then they link it to a chain. It linked to a chain, but this is all digital. So imagine, imagine if this was. I mean, you can make a simulation model. Because I know I took a course, also took a course called simulation and modeling. So you can create a simulation. That would be a good science project. It would. You create a simulation model of this blockchain and show you how the chains are linked together. And I think that would be a good presentation. So blockchain owes its name to the way it stores transaction data in blocks linked together to form a chain. So let me write that down. Blockchain owes its name. So the way it stores data in blocks, and then it's linked to form a chain. So 9 times out of 10, all the blocks in that chain are related. I assume they are related, and no one else can access this blockchain. So it says, as the number of transactions grows, so does the blockchain. So they recording these transactions in this database, starting out with a database. Then the transactions coming into this database, and then these transactions, as a transaction grows, so does the blockchain. It owes its name the way it stores data. The way data is stored in blocks, linked together to form a chain. So they're linked together to form a chain. So As the number of transactions grows, so does the blockchain. Blocks record and confirm the time and sequence of transactions, which are then logged into the blockchain within a discrete network governed by rules agreed to by the network participants. Each block contains a hash, a digital fingerprint or unique identifier, timestamped batches of recent valid transactions, and the hash of the previous block. The previous block hash links the blocks together and prevents any block from being altered or a block being inserted between two existing blocks. In theory, the method renders the blockchain tamper-proof. So the blockchain is tamper-proof. Shared ledger. A shared ledger is an append-only distributed system of records shared across a business network. With a shared ledger, transactions are recorded only once, eliminating the duplication of effort that's typical of traditional business networks. Then we have permissions. So we have shared ledger, permissions, smart contracts, and consensus. So permissions ensure that transactions are secure, authenticated, and verifiable. With the ability to constrain network participation, organizations can more easily comply with data protection regulations such as those stipulated in the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, HIPAA, and the EU General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR. Smart contracts. A smart contract is an agreement or set of rules that govern a business transaction. It's stored on the blockchain and is executed automatically as part of a transaction. So a smart contract is an agreement or set of rules that govern a business transaction. So they're making these business transactions using these smart contracts. So in other words, it's an agreement or set of rules that govern a business transaction. It is stored on the blockchain. So all these things are digital, stored on the blockchain, and is executed automatically as part of a transaction. And we have the consensus. Through consensus, all parties agree to the network verified transaction. Through consensus, all parties agree to the network verified transaction. Blockchains have various consensus mechanisms, including proof of stake, multi-signature, and PBFT, which is practical Byzantine fault tolerance. And each blockchain network has various participants who play those roles, among others. We have blockchain users, we have regulators, we have the blockchain network operators, and we have certificate authorities. So blockchain users are participants with permissions to join the blockchain network and conduct transactions with other network participants. So in other words, you are a business user. You have permission to join. You have to have permission to join this blockchain because accessing this information is going to be private and personal to certain people that work with the company. I assume. I do assume. Then we have regulators, blockchain users with special permissions to oversee the transactions happening within the network. So a network of networks sharing information. That is what a network does. What? Blockchain network operators, individuals who have special permissions and authority to define, create, manage, and monitor the blockchain network. So those are the blockchain network operators. So they are individuals who have special permission. So you have to have permission, special permission to be, in other words, if you are a network operator, a blockchain network operator, you have to have special permission. Well, it gives you special permission and authority. That job title gives you special permission and authority to define, create, manage, and monitor the blockchain network. So you can always, do some more research on this blockchain technology tool that companies are using, keeping up with the trends in the market. You have the certificate authorities, individuals who issue and manage the different types of certificate certificates required to run a permissioned blockchain. What? Yes, it's so good. We're talking about this blockchain technology too today, y'all. Let's get back into it. So, just having a little fun, trying to make my channel a little fun. Yeah, so blockchain and hyperledger. So it's getting to the end of this article. I want to wrap it up here because I do want to go over three more things. So artificial intelligence, predictive analytics, and cloud computing. What? Yes. So don't put all your information in the cloud. So I don't know if you can. I mean, you have to find out whether or not you can fully trust the cloud. So I know back in the day, they used to tell you learn. Like I said, used to tell you and you learn. You learn from different people. You learn companies, they say, well, back your information up at another location off site. Don't keep all your information, you always back your files up. But now we can back our files up, transfer our information, our files to the cloud. But do you trust all your information? Say, for instance, you're running a company. Do you put all your information in the cloud? That's something to think about. Well, I guess according to my research, you just test the waters. You put a little bit of information, a little bit of your company information in the cloud. I mean, even if you have a cell phone, we have these cell phones now, and that all of them are equipped with cloud storage. So you store your pictures, you storing your you storing your pictures, you storing your videos in the cloud. So do we put everything in the cloud, or do we just put a little bit at a time? So according to my research, you put a little bit at a time to see how things are going to work for you and your company, or personally, for your personal use, and you see what's happening. You say, I'm not going to put all my stuff in the cloud. Always learn that you never put all your eggs in one basket. But you know what? That was that was for relationships. But I mean, I guess you can use this. I guess you can think of the same scenario when it comes to putting all your information, storing all your information in this cloud storage in the cloud. So let me go. Let me go. Let's go. Let's go. No. Okay, it says, look, Hyperledger is an umbrella project of open source blockchains and related tools. Hyperledger is an umbrella project of open source blockchains and related tools, started in December 2015 by the Linux Foundation and supported by industry players like IBM, Intel, SAP to support the collaborative development of blockchain-based distributed ledgers. Hyperledger participants believe that only an open source collaborative software development approach can ensure the transparency, longevity, interoperability, and support required to bring blockchain technologies forward to mainstream commercial adoption. So I'm going to move off of this blockchain and I'm going to go into something else because I don't want this video to be too long. But and then also the last thing is the blockchain security. Blockchain is frequently claimed to be an unhackable technology. I was talking about hackers. Hackers always find a way to get in and infiltrate these systems. So it says the blockchain is frequently claimed to be an unhackable technology. So this blockchain is a technology tool that companies use. But 51% attacks allow excuse me, 51% attacks allow threat actors to gain control over more than half of a blockchain's compute power and corrupt the integrity of the shared ledger. So the blockchain database, hackers can still get in and they want to get in and infiltrate those blockchain networks. They want to get a hold of that company information. You have trade secrets. You have trade secrets. You may have trade secrets depending on what type of company you run. You have your employees' information. You have your managers' information. You have shareholders, stockholders, and you have, you might have people's. You're running an accounting firm. You have a accounting law firm or whatever type of business you have. You have people's information, their books, debits and credits, their income statement, revenues minus expenses on the income statement. Yeah, that's a lot of vital information, you know. And also companies have that type of information for their brand. They have to keep their own books, so when they file their taxes and things of that nature, they need to make sure their accounting books are in order. So in other words, if they are running an accounting firm, but even if they're not running an accounting firm, they still have to do their own accounting books. Businesses have to make sure their accounting books are done as well and accurate. So when it comes to accounting, figures have to be accurate. You have the accounts receivables, accounts payables, cash accounts, supplies accounts, inventory accounts, different accounts that you have, but whatever kind of information you have, whatever type of business you are running, you are going to have information. Without information coming into our companies and our organizations, we can't make no decisions. We have to make decisions based on the information that we have. That's the same thing they do in the courtroom. You go to court, uh, they are going to find you innocent or guilty based on the information that is presented to that case. So that's how it's going to go. They are not going to make a decision whether a person is innocent or guilty when it comes to the jury. They're not going to look at the information that's not in presented by the lawyers, what they call that in the discovery phase. So I'm not a lawyer, but I did take a couple of law courses. So like I said, I am now taking some courses over on Coursera, the Coursera.org. So they have free courses over there. They also have courses over there that you can earn a certificate. You can earn your degree. Yes, so I'm just trying to enhance my knowledge, my studies, my skills. So let me finish. Let me read on to and finish this blockchain. It says the 51% attack takes advantage of what is known as a 51% problem. If a single party possesses 51% of a mining pool, it is possible to falsify an entry into the blockchain, allowing for double spending and even to fork a new chain to the advantage of the mining pool. The two types of blockchain, we have the public and the private, offer different levels of security. Public blockchains use computers connected to the public internet to validate transactions and bundle them into blocks to add to the ledger. Private blockchains, on the other hand, typically only permit known organizations to join. And because any organization can join public blockchain, they might not be right for enterprises concerned about the confidentiality of the information moving through the network. So in other words, they have these private blockchains and these public blockchains. So when it comes to private blockchains, they only permit known organizations to join. But in a public blockchain, they use computers connected to the public internet. So imagine you have these public blockchains, and then you have to be careful who joins this blockchain. This blockchain could be public or it could be private. So, you could always do more research on this blockchain technology. So companies need to analyze this blockchain technology, analyze it, look at the pros and the cons of this blockchain technology. And look at the pros and the cons. Look at the benefits and the drawbacks, So blockchain technologies are growing at an unprecedented rate, empowering new concepts for everything from shared storage to social networks. From a security perspective, we are breaking new ground. As developers create blockchain applications, they should give precedent. Precedent means importance. They should give the importance. Like I studied, I talked a little bit about that in my, we studied a little bit about the precedent in an important case. So you're looking at a precedent case, a case that can model You know, you have a precedent case, and then you have another case that comes before that. Not before that, but comes after that. So in other words, a case that already been settled or solved, and then you have another case that came about that you were, you know, looking at, that you were reviewing, and you're looking at that case, and it relates to the other case that a previous decision was made on, and then that would be the precedent case. The previous case would be that precedent case, but you have a case that right, previous, that it's already been solved. But you have another case, you know, in law that is similar to that case, and you say, look, well, that case was solved, such and such, the results of that case. So I want to look at that case. I want to look at that previous case to make decisions on this new case. So, because we talked about that in one of my lower courses, how the English went down, in the towns. The Englishmen went down in the town, and well, actually, the judges went down in the towns back in the day. And when they solved cases, they solved those cases. Those cases became precedent cases. Those important cases that they used to solve other cases that came about later. So those were the precedent cases. So they didn't have, I guess back then in the day, common law, that's based on the common law. I don't know what kind of books they had back in the day, but I guess as they according to my research, when those cases were recorded, they became law. So in other words, judges going down in the towns, they solving these cases, and when they make those decisions, stay decisive, let the decision stand. So when they So when they made those decisions, let the decision stand, that is stay decisive, and then they can use those cases because they already made a decision on them. They write them down in the books. They become public knowledge. So let the decision stand. Those cases have a decision on them. So when new cases come about, when those new cases came about, then they looked at those precedent cases, those previous cases. So those previous cases are those precedent cases, those cases that decisions have been made on. So those are, I had to stop and take me all that time to explain it, but the precedent case, not president, precedent. Okay, where did I stop at? I just lost where I was reading from. I think, let me see. Okay, here it is right here. Here it is right here. I think here it is right here. Blockchain technologies are growing at an unprecedented rate. Okay, let me move down. From a security perspective, we are breaking new ground. As developers create blockchain applications, they should give precedent to securing. That's why I got that word from precedent. Precedent. They should give precedent to securing their blockchain applications and services. So I'm going to leave this where it is. That's the end of it anyway. Activities such as performing risk assessments, creating threat models, and doing code analysis, such as static code analysis, interactive application security testing, and software composition analysis should all be on the developer's blockchain application roadmap. Building security in from the start is critical to ensuring a successful and secure blockchain application. So on that note, I want to close this blockchain information. So let me go into cloud computing. So I'm just going to touch base on a little. I don't want to make this video too long. So cloud computing. So cloud computing, what time we working with? Oh, it's 9. Let's look at, just touch base on a little bit of it, then I'm gonna move on because I don't want to make this video 2 hours. So cloud computing is the on-demand availability of computer system resources, especially data storage and computing power without direct active management by the user. Large clouds often have functions distributed over multiple locations, uh, each of which is a data center. So let's see what else they're saying about this cloud computing. Simply put, cloud computing is the delivery of computing services, including servers, storage, databases, networking, software, analytics, and intelligence over the internet, the cloud, to offer faster innovation, flexible resources, and economies of scale. So let's look a little bit more into this cloud computing. So I'm not going to stay on this article too long, but it's so good. Yeah, so welcome, y'all. Glad you could be here. Glad to see you. Glad you could join me. Well, yeah, simply put, cloud computing is the delivery of computing services, including servers. So we have the servers. You have the server computers, and you have the client computer. So I learned that also in one of my courses. Yes, you have the server computer. The client accesses information from the server computer. So you have this cloud computing. It's the delivery of computing services. So cloud computing is you delivering computer services. You're dealing with the servers and the clients, and storing information. So storage databases. So databases like the blockchain. So blockchain is a database. It's a database where you're collecting a lot of data. You're collecting all this data, and everything is formed into this blockchain. Databases, networking software, analytics, and intelligence over the internet, the cloud. Over the internet is the cloud to offer faster innovation, flexible resources, and economies of scale. You typically pay only for cloud services you use, helping you lower your operating costs, run your infrastructure, and more efficiently and scale as your business needs change. And the top benefits of cloud computing. Cloud computing is a big shift from the traditional way businesses think about IT resources. Here are 7 common reasons organizations are turning to cloud computing services. Cost, global scale, speed, productivity. So cost, moving to the cloud helps companies optimize costs. This is because cloud computing eliminates the capital expense of buying hardware and software and setting up and running on-site data centers, the racks of servers, the clock. They say, the round the clock, the round the clock electricity for power and cooling, and the IT experts for managing the infrastructure. It adds up fast. Right. So in other words, it's moving all your information, some of your information to the cloud. See, moving your information to the cloud. It helps companies optimize costs. So that if you have all your information on the cloud, you don't have to have, like back in the day, they said, companies used to back up information in files. You know how they used to have the big old file cabinets, so I don't even think they use those anymore. Everything is digital, computerized. So cloud computing eliminates the capital expense of buying hardware and software. So buying hardware and software, they're talking about other computer devices, other big, large, I guess you would call large computer devices, technology devices. So putting everything on the internet in the cloud, it saves you from having to spend more money on office space. You're talking about office space. You're talking about more equipment, technological equipment. Software, hardware. It says this is because cloud computing eliminates the capital expense of buying hardware and software and setting up and running on-site data centers. Right, because back in the day they said, you had these data centers, but you have them at different locations, backing up your files. So that's still hardware because you have these big, large computers or whatever type of computers you have, and you have your information stored on the hard drive in these computers. So storing a lot of information on your hard drive, it really clogs up your computer, takes up a lot of memory. So memory is your space. So, so putting all your information, all your business information in the cloud, it does free up a lot of space on your hard drive, you know. And it says just because cloud computing eliminates capital expenses, buying, you don't need to buy a lot of hardware, software, more computer devices, more technological devices, software setting up and running on-site data centers. You don't need those big data centers no more. Just put all your stuff in the cloud and you'll be good. Uh, the racks of servers, the round the clock electricity and power and cooling, right? And the IT experts for managing the infrastructure. Yeah, and then you have to have IT experts. You have to pay them. You paying electric bills. You paying money for all these big electronic devices, technology devices. So So in other words, they said put your information businesses in the cloud. What? Speed. Most cloud computing services are provided by self-service and on-demand. So that's the most cloud computing services are provided of self-service and on-demand. So even vast amounts of computing resources can be provisioned in minutes, typically with just a few mouse clicks, giving businesses a lot of flexibility and taking the pressure off capacity planning. We have global scale. The benefits of cloud computing services include the ability to scale elastically. In cloud speak, that means delivering the right amount of IT resources. I guess that's information technology resources, for example, more or less computing power, storage bandwidth, right when they are needed. Then we have productivity. On-site data centers typically require a lot of racking and stacking, right? Hardware setup, software patching, and other time-consuming IT. It says management tools. Cloud computing removes the need for many of these tasks. So IT teams can speed time on its even more important business goals. We have reliability and we have security. So the benefits of this cloud, top benefits of cloud computing: cost, speed, global scale, productivity, performance, reliability, and the last but not least, security. What? So put all your information in the cloud. You still want your information to be safe and secure. You're dealing with this blockchain technology that is still, the blockchain database. Blockchain database, you still need to think about securing your network, securing your information, securing your data, staying relevant, staying competitive, keeping up with the trends in the market. Okay. Many cloud providers offer a broad set of policies, technologies, and controls that strengthen your security posture overall, helping protect your data, apps, and infrastructure from potential threats. Potential threats, like that. What? Yes, get it together, girl. Yeah, get it together, girl. So let me see. On the types of cloud computing, I'm just going to breeze through this. Types of cloud computing, we have the public cloud. So the public clouds are owned and operated by third-party cloud service providers, which deliver computing services like servers and storage over the internet. Then we have the private cloud. We have the hybrid cloud. So private refers to cloud computing resources used exclusively by a single business or organization. So it's a private cloud. So just like they have the internet, and then they have, that's public, then we have the intranet. Intranet is the internet within an organization. So I learned that in school too. Intranet. So we have internet and intranet. Intra is within an organization. So in other words, you can't access their any companies in intranet. They have an intranet, but we can get on the internet. What? So the hybrid clouds combine public and private clouds. bound together by technology that allow data and applications to be shared between them. By allowing data and applications to move between private and public clouds. A hybrid cloud gives your business greater flexibility and more deployment options and helps optimize your existing infrastructure, security, and compliance. Let me move on. Okay, I think that's the end. That's it. Oh no, the uses of the cloud is getting down to the bottom. You're probably using cloud computing right now. So what are the uses? This is important. I want to cover this. You're probably using cloud computing right now, even if you don't realize it. If you use an online service to send email, edit documents, watch movies, or TV, listen to music, play games, or store pictures and other files, it's likely that cloud computing is making it all possible behind the scenes. Right. A variety of organizations, from tiny startups to global organizations, government agencies to nonprofits, have embraced cloud computing technology for all sorts of reasons. So in other words, I do use Gmail, so that will probably be me accessing taking advantage of the cloud computing. So it says, if you use an online service to send emails, you are taking advantage of cloud computing. So I never even do that. But yes, you always learn something. You learn something every day. Edit documents, watch movies or TV, listen to music, play games, or store pictures and other files. So that's all part of cloud computing. Right, because that information is coming from somewhere. It's coming from the cloud. Information that's already stored in the cloud when you access it. So also, then I talked about previously the search engine optimization, how they, you can have an expert to help you, set up your SEO, search engine optimization. In other words, it works like a library. So all the information, so those robots, when they say bots, so when you're searching, you're typing in what you want to type in, maybe Google, YouTube. So they have those bots that gather all the information, put it in a certain section, a certain unit, and then it acts as a library. And then whatever you're searching for is just extracted from the librarian, sends it out. So that is the search engine optimization when it comes to Google. You want to, so you can always hire an expert. If you're running a business, you can hire an expert to help you, an expert team to help you with your search engine optimization. Yes, Google. So you want to be, and also your business, you want your business to be searchable on Google. You want to have everything, that's why from my research it says that you can hire an expert to help you, an expert team to help you with your search engine optimization. Because you want your business to look presentable. When I type in a certain business and I'm searching online, I'm going in Google, I'm going in YouTube. I'm looking at everything about the business. I'm looking at everything about your brand. Your brand is your company is your brand. I'm looking at everything about your brand. How do you present your brand to me? I am going to give you a certain perception of your brand. Well, I'm going to, have a certain, but I guess I'll put it that way. I'm going to have a certain perception of your brand, depending on how you have it presented to me. What? So let me move on. So let me see. I'm gonna get off this one right here. It says here are a few examples of what's possible with cloud services from a cloud provider. They can create cloud native applications, store backup and recover data, stream audio and video, analyze data, embed intelligence, deliver software on demand. So I'm going to get out of this. So let me go ahead and get into artificial intelligence. Because I don't want to make this video too long, so I just want to touch base. Artificial intelligence. So I think I did this on my other channel, but I just want to briefly go into it. Artificial intelligence, what it is and why it matters. So I hope y'all doing nice on this Tuesday morning. Yes. So So the weather is changing over here in the United States of America. What? The weather is changing. So we're getting a little cool. Halloween is tonight. Well, I mean, Halloween is today. I mean, trick-or-treating is tonight. Oh, okay. Artificial intelligence for business. Reinvent what's possible. AI, artificial intelligence, is accelerating into a mega trend. So trends in the market. Do your research. Find out all the trends in the market. You are a business. You want to keep up. You want to, keep up with the trends in the market. You want to stay competitive. So what if you are a business and you don't know nothing about artificial intelligence? You don't know nothing about the blockchain technology. You don't know anything about predictive analytics, and you don't know about cloud computing. So you don't know about big data. You don't know about e-commerce. You don't know about all these terms, that I just mentioned. You're a company and you don't know nothing about none of them. They'll push you behind the other companies. You are not staying competitive. You have to keep up with the trends in the market. Do your research, marketing research. You want to see what other companies are doing. You want to see what other companies are doing. You want to do something unique, or nothing wrong with taking an idea from somebody, but put your swing on it. Don't just copy another business's ideas. Don't copy another business's trademark. That trademark for that business is their distinguishable mark. Your distinguishable mark, your trademark distinguishes your brand from the next brand. So you don't want to be, accused of trademark infringement. So let me move on. It says AI is in other words getting larger, getting huge. It has become a mega trend. It's become a mega trend, transforming industries, companies, and the way we live and work. Organizations that build a strong data and artificial intelligence foundation will be better positioned to reinvent, compete, and achieve new levels of performance. I was just saying that. You have a way, you have a better chance of competing. So, like what I learned down Strayer University, you have to keep up with the trends in the market as a business. You're running a business, you want to keep up with the trends in the market. Because if you're not keeping up with the trends, but then they have other companies that are keeping up with the trends. They have the latest technology in their business, and you don't have it. You're gonna fall behind. Your customers, your target market customers are going to be shopping elsewhere. So organizations that build a strong data. So you have strong data. You have strong you have your strong data. You have data that customers need, customers want. Without that information, without that data, you can't make no decisions. You can't make those vital decisions that are important to help your business grow. What? Yes. So it says organizations that build a strong data and artificial intelligence foundation will be better positioned to reinvent, compete, and achieve new levels of performance. Accenture helps companies move from AI interest to action to value in a responsible way with clear business cases. We help companies get their data. So this is a company they're talking about. I guess sometimes they do advertise their business in these articles and let you know you can come to them if you need help. So it's a company called Accenture. It helps companies move from AI interest to action to value in a responsible way with clear business cases. We help companies get their data, people, and processes ready for artificial intelligence with a secure cloud-based digital core that allows continuous reinvention and greater growth, efficiency, and resilience. So let me keep it moving. Why data? So they're saying in the article, why data and artificial intelligence? Organizations recognize that data and artificial intelligence are catalysts for enterprise reinvention, but also know There's work ahead to fully capitalize on data and artificial intelligence potential. Our, our artificial intelligence capabilities. We offer AI consulting services and solutions that help you achieve your business objectives faster while setting you up for sustainable growth. So, this was a short article. So let me see if I can find another article. Oh, well, I need some hot. I had me a cup of coffee, but so had a cup of coffee, but I finished that. So I may drink some water. Sometimes you get up in the morning, because I use a fan at night, so I use a fan at night, so that's why a lot of times I get up. My nose is a little stuffy, but I'm still moving on. What? Glad to see you. Glad you can be here. Glad you can join me. Subscribe to the channel. Like this video. I'm here to bring you business topics. So my niche is business, all around business. Anything pertaining to business, no gossip, just business. I want to make my channel a learning experience for me. I'm learning as well. Artificial intelligence makes it possible for machines to learn from experience, adjust to new inputs, and perform human-like tasks. Most AI examples that you hear about today, from chess-playing computers to self-driving cars, like the Tesla self-driving cars, rely heavily on deep learning and natural language processing. So I just did a video on machine learning and deep learning. So check that video out if you want to learn more about it. You can always do your own research as well. But artificial intelligence is the intelligence of machines or software as opposed to the intelligence of humans or animals. So in other words, making these computers, these digital machines, making them intelligent, right, instead of making a human intelligent. You make a machine intelligent as opposed, these digital machines, these computers. Training them, companies are training these computers, these intelligent machines, making them intelligent as opposed to humans. So that's what they just simply put. So I like definitions that give you a clear understanding. So don't beat around the bush. I just want to know exactly what it is. So artificial intelligence. So artificial is not real. Artificial. So in other words, you are a computer, but you are trained to be. You are a computer. You are an artificial, device. You're a computer. You're artificial. You're not a human, so you are artificial. So I look at you as an artificial device, technology device. You are not a human. You are artificial, but you are trained to be intelligent like a human. So sometimes when you see the word, you can almost come up with the definition yourself. What? So artificial intelligence. So an artificial a machine, a computer that's not real, is artificial, but it's trained to be intelligent. It's trained to mimic the human, a human being. So that's the way I look at it. So artificial intelligence. Let me see if I just get a couple more things. That was a short article. See, artificial intelligence. So basically, artificial intelligence, companies are training these training these artificial machines, these technology devices, these computers. Companies are training these computers, artificial intelligent machines to be intelligent. They are training these artificial machines, which they call artificial intelligent. So they are artificially intelligent. So they are training them to do some of the jobs that humans do, training them, teaching them, giving them certain assignments that humans usually do. So humans usually do certain jobs, so they want to train these artificial intelligent machines. So it cuts a lot of costs. You have to pay a human, but you don't have to pay these computers. So you don't have to pay these computers, but so according to these companies, they are saving a lot of money, saving a whole lot of money. So artificial intelligence, they mimic. They've been trained and taught to mimic humans. It says, okay, I don't want to go over that. This is not a good article, but I'm not gonna go too far into this because I do have a video talking about artificial intelligence. Companies that professionalize their approach to artificial intelligence, formalizing AI as a trade with a shared set of norms and principles, will gain a competitive advantage in the race to scale. The benefits include cost reduction, high quality business outcomes, repeatable, scalable results, and overall greater trust in AI technology for your customers and your employees. The time is now. How to scale AI. What does your organization's AI journey look like? Are you able to move beyond proofs of concept to production and quickly to stay ahead of your competitors or your competition? So I want to get into my last term, predictive analytics. Predictive analytics. See the benefits of AI. There are many ways to define artificial intelligence, but the more important conversation revolves around what AI enables you to do. Right, so you're training these machines, you teaching them to mimic the humans so they can take over certain jobs that humans ordinarily take over. I mean, it depends on your company. End-to-end efficiency. AI eliminates friction and improves analytics and resource utilization across your organization, resulting in significant cost reductions. It can also automate complex processes and minimize downtime by predicting maintenance needs. So I'm not going to go too much into this because I do have this on my other video. I'm already at 127. So let me go into computers are being, these artificial intelligent machines, they are being taught to be intelligent. They are taught to be intelligent, to mimic humans. They are being trained to, do certain jobs. Do certain jobs that the humans usually do. But I think I'm going to close out this video because I need to charge this phone. I may end up having to do maybe I have to do my last term on another video. I may be able to still do it. I gotta charge my phone up, but my phone is on the red. It's in the red. My phone is in the red. So let me go into let me see. I have one last term, and that is predictive analytics. So yes, you have to So artificial intelligence, uh, companies, training these machines to mimic humans. And then you have to think about when you're doing these things, like according to the article, what are the benefits for your company? But I want to get into predictive analytics. That's my last one. So predictive analytics. So predictive analytics. So let's see what that is. That's my last term because I'm at 130. Predictive analytics mode, identify risk and opportunity. So let's just look at the term predictive analytics. So I think I did that on one of my other videos, one of my other channels rather. I think I ended up deleting it because I know I did some of my videos I did do on my computer, but I deleted some of them because the sound seemed like it was going in and out. But right now I'm just doing this video on my iPhone 12. So predictive analytics is the process of using data to forecast future outcomes. What? The process uses data analysis, machine learning, artificial intelligence, what? And statistical models to find patterns that might predict future behavior. So in other words, when you go to websites, you go to a website and then you go there, you make one visit to a website, and then the next time you go back, you might see a little section at the bottom of the page, and may say, "Look, we have these items recommended for you." They are recommending certain items for you based on your previous browsing history. So that is at the bottom too. They say, "Look, we have your browsing history." And then over here, they may say, well, we have recommendations for you. So it's predictive analytics. So they're predicting what you might want to order next based on your previous selections. So predictive analytics is the process of using data. So they're using data to forecast future outcomes. So, I mean, you go back to the site, they may say, hey, your future outcome may be, hey, we thought you might like these. We have these items recommended for you. So I know when I go to Amazon and Wish.com, Amazon.com, that's what I always see. So I always wondered what that was a part of. So they are saying, according to the article, the process uses data analysis, machine learning, artificial intelligence, and statistical models to find patterns that might predict future behavior. So I think on one of my videos I did machine learning. I was in machine learning. I did I did the blockchain, different just different terms that I am doing, going over because I want a clear understanding myself for these terms. And when I leave here, I'm going over to work on my courses over on the Coursera .org website, so you can follow me over there if you want to sign up for some free courses. What? Yes. Predictive analytics is the process of using data to forecast future outcomes. Process uses data analysis, machine learning, artificial intelligence, statistical models to find patterns that might predict future behavior. Organizations can use historic and current data to forecast trends and behaviors seconds, days, or years into the future with a great deal of precision. So, like I said, companies, need to keep up with these trends in the market. These trends right here are all these technological tools that they can use. Keep up with your competitors. Stay competitive. Stay competitive and also cut costs in your business. A lot of these technological tools, these trending tools in the market, trending technology tools in the market, it keeps you up to date, with what's going on in the marketplace. Keep them, staying up to date or staying on top, of your competitors. Keeping you competitive, helping you cut costs. Dealing with security. So a lot of these technological tools do, that's trending in the market. Do have a lot of benefits for your brand. Your brand is your company. Your company is your brand. You want to build a strong, dependable, reliable brand. What? Yes, so thank you for joining me. Oh, what? Yeah, so I want to be able to get out into the field. I want to interview some business owners. I have a lot of ideas for my channel, but I'm just getting started. So sometimes you have to sit back and think. You have to build your plan, create your plan rather. Think of your YouTube channel as your brand, your business. Do a, I put out I guess I would say, create, write. I guess I would say write. Write sounds like the right word. Yeah, write a business plan, marketing plan for your YouTube channel. That's what I need to do. That's what I'm gonna do. I have a plan. I have things in my head, in my memory, in my brain. So I am not an artificial intelligent machine. So I have actual items, things in my brain that what? So we are not artificial intelligent machines. No, we're not. We're not. But they'll never be like a human. Never, never, never. How does predictive analytics work? Okay, I'm gonna go through this, then I'm gonna shut down because I'm at 136. How does predictive analytics work? Data scientists use predictive models to identify correlations between different elements in selected data sets. Once data collection is complete, a statistical model is formulated, trained, and modified to generate predictions. In a nutshell. Well, I mean, not in a nutshell, but it says once the data collection is complete. So the data is collected. They create the statistical model? A statistical model is formulated. You collect the data, you create a statistical model. It's trained. The training takes place, and it's modified, and it is modified to generate predictions. The workflow for building predictive analytics frameworks follows 5 basic steps. Define the problem, acquire and organize data, pre-process data, develop predictive models. See, data scientists have a variety of tools and techniques to develop predictive models depending on the problem to be solved and nature of the data set. Machine learning, regression models, and decision trees are some of the most common types of predictive models. And we have to validate and deploy results. That's number 5. Check on the accuracy of the model and adjust accordingly. Once acceptable results have been achieved, make them available to stakeholders via an app, website, or data dashboard. So that's when you're dealing with, I guess, certain businesses, they might want to follow those steps. What are predictive analytics techniques? In general, there are 2 types of predictive analytics models: classification and regression models. Classification models attempt to put data objects into one category or another. So putting the data objects in one category or another. For instance, if a retailer has a lot of data on different types of customers, they may try to predict what types of customers will be receptive to market emails. So trying to make predictions off of the data that they have in their business, data on certain customers. So trying to make those predictions. In other words, you ordered this, you ordered that. So now you may like this. You watch this movie. So, and then I want to make a prediction on the type of movies that you might want to watch in the future based on the data that I have gathered. So they're gathering certain types of data on certain people, certain customers, gathering that certain data. That's part of your, it might be data in the blockchain. Might be the data in that blockchain, and the information and those transactions. are safe and secure in that blockchain. And then you say, hey, we're looking at this data, we're looking at this information, and now we're able, based on this information in the blockchain, and this so the blockchain is like a database. Based on that information, we are able to make predictions on future moves of certain, customers. So it says also regression models. Regression models try to predict continuous data, such as how much revenue the customer will generate during their relationship with the company. For predictive and analytics trends to be performed with three main types of techniques: regression analysis, decision trees, neural networks. It says the uses and examples of predictive analytics. Predictive analytics can be used to streamline operations, boost revenue, and mitigate risks for almost any business or industry, including banking, retail, utilities, public sector, healthcare, and manufacturing. Sometimes augmented analytics are used, which use big data machine learning. Here are some more use case examples, including data lake analytics. We have fraud detection, operational improvement, conversion and purchase prediction, customer segmentation, risk reduction, maintenance forecasting. So, so let's look. I want to look at this. Let's look at this. I want to look at this fraud detection. Predictive analytics examines all actions on a company's network in real time to pinpoint abnormalities that indicate fraud and other vulnerabilities. So fraud detection. So in other words, companies using this fraud, no, there's not just fraud, but companies using this predictive analytics technique. It helps them, be on top of fraud incidences. It helps prevent fraud. So like I said, a lot of these new technology trends that businesses are using, one of the main reasons they use them is because of security. They want to keep their information secure, safe and secure. So information is power. Power is information. So in other words, information. Without information, companies can't make those vital decisions, important decisions without information. Say for instance, you want to put a new wing on your business. You want to find out how many, how much you have, how much you have in your business bank account, so that's all information. You have to look at your accounting books, you want to look at those, accounts receivables and accounts payables. You want to see, what funds you have that's coming in, your accounts receivables, and then you want to look at your accounts payables. You want to see, what bills do you have to pay out, your accounts payables. What do you have in your cash account, your business cash account, so those are the things you definitely want to look at. So fraud, like I said, fraud detection. Predictive analytics examines all actions on a company's network in real time. You want to pinpoint all these abnormalities. Conversion and purchase prediction. Companies can take actions like retargeting online ads to visitors with data that predicts a greater likelihood of conversion and purchase intent. Risk reduction. Credit scores, insurance claims, and debt collections all use predictive analytics to assess and determine the likelihood of future default. What? Yeah, so I'm going to close this video because I'm at 143. There's so much information. You have operational improvement, customer segmentation, maintenance forecasting. Organizations use data to predict when routine equipment maintenance will be required and can then schedule it before a problem or malfunction arises. So in other words, being able to forecast, being able to predict, predictive analytics, it helps the company a whole lot. So if you're a company and you doing this and you doing that, you're able to implement this predictive analytics tool for your business, that's good. You can predict how many customers, say for instance, you're marketing jeans or t-shirts, whatever you're marketing, bicycles. You can predict from a individual customer's previous history of ordering, and then you're looking at a whole, you're looking at millions of customers, maybe 500,000 or how many you're looking at. You may be able to predict what those customers are going to purchase in the future. So that would be part of predictive analytics. So predictive analytics, you're looking at past data, past information on those particular customers to see what they may want to purchase in the future. You're being able to make predictions. So on that note, let me close out so you can always do some more research on the terms that I talked about today. So you can do more research on the terms that I talked about today. And I want to see you on my next video. Thanks for joining me. Glad to see you. Glad you could join me. Glad to see you. Glad you could be here. Glad you could join me. So, like this video, subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you on my next video. So I'm at 1 hour and 46 minutes. So, but it's all good. So, subscribe to my channel. Like this video. What? So, Brainstorm TV 1. And we out.